Anyways, enough stalling. I will go ahead and start once it loads. So, 3, 2, 1, and time can start. So as I said, in order to ring the green bell, I need to ring the blue bell. Requirements for the blue bell is I need to... Oh. I think it's just Twitch not updated quite yet. Let's do it. None of these choices really matter in the grand scheme of things. They would only matter if there were a marriage in the run, but there's not, so it is a whatever. I will more than likely be faster than the estimate, just to let everyone be aware. But then again, this hasn't been run but like twice, and I didn't record it at all. So the start of this run is going to be really the only questions that matter for marriage would be the case of your choice of birthday, because once you're married, there is a cutscene that can show up if you go home late on your birthday. So there is a chance that you might see it in a speedrun, but more than likely, stars will not align like that. Now that I think about it, the other two questions, really, question about your likes doesn't matter because nobody really gives you anything different based off of it. They've got set things that they will give you. Sunbeam Farm. I don't think I've seen that one in the random. Huh. Then again, I don't cycle through the random ones that often. And one sad thing is the beginning of every single one of these runs is basically the same. song and dance. Choose your name, choose the ranch name, go through the 5-minute cutscene. And this one will be a lot closer to 5 minutes because there's a little extra cutscene for being given an item. And that is the child from the save that I had chosen to load from. If you notice something, I have a very big stamina bar, and all of my skills are maxed out. Well, I'm glad that I got the word out for this game. Yeah, so death warping will not really be a thing in this. Yeah, would recommend it being played. That's fair. Also, how is everyone doing this, well, whatever time of day it is for you? I've never finished this game. I regrettably have to admit that I have not fully completed this game yet, despite having played it for literal years. Still have yet to get all the rival marriages and plenty of other things. That's fair. This is more of a game that you will play more casually. The speed aspect is very slow. I don't recommend the speedruns except for the individual levels, because everything else is a huge undertaking. Going upwards of 20 hours? Oh yeah, the routing for this is ever so slightly different for the standard greenbelt percent, due to me getting the duck egg before I'm technically able to. With that, I will be able to be a little less strict with the funds, because before it was extremely strict and would leave with little to no gold left over. Wish I had more interesting things to show about this game, but there are really no major glitches to my knowledge. that will speed anything up as much as I would love to have. Oh yeah, back to the requirements of Green Bell. Same song and dance as every single time. So first I need to make sure I do the start of every individual level run. Do the Harmonica Town, Flute Fields, meet and greets, Strawberry Milk, Bo's Toolbox, and make sure the bridge is fixed. And I am doing relatively well. Tiny bit under the weather, but it's not gonna stop me from the run. Yeah, the get well soon is very appreciated, Rena. I honestly hope I get better soon. These individual levels are, well, the bells. There's only two that require other bells to be rung, which is the green bell and the purple bell. The green bell needs the blue bell so that you can go to Toucan Island and get a hibiscus, and the purple bell needs all the others for plot reasons. This run, instead of ringing just one bell, it's actually ringing two. Is that I did not hit the record. Oops. Whatever, I'll just use the VODs in the case for getting the times on speedrun.com. Apologies for the lack of commentary. I just don't really have much planned in the way of saying anything for the entire duration. I've said most of the usual spiel of requirements, and sadly nothing too cool. That was Kathy indeed. Sadly, that will be probably the last time that she will be seen. Or no, she'll be seen once more. Favorite spells for this game? That's a tricky one. I know the first one that I chose was Candace, but for the past few times that I've gone that far with this game, I've been choosing the Witch. So it would have to be between those two. And I do agree, Kathy would probably look fairly good with the cowgirl hat. Yeah, fairly good choices. One is a little bit childish, while the other is quiet and fairly shy. That's done. Time to go over to Flute Fields, get what I need. Which entail strawberry, milk, and the fishing rod. I need 800 less, which means I think I can skip the cow. I think. Oh, well, there's a little bit of a backup for if I don't have quite enough. Should be fairly tight, but not tight enough to ruin everything. Press 2 so that everybody's names are not on top. I should have done that sooner, but whatever. I'm not sure if it would cause lag, but it's just personal preference for me. I know everybody's name and all that, so it doesn't really bother me not having the names and whatnot on. I'm pretty sure I'm one of the only people who know of that little detail. Oh, the little names showing above the various characters. I'm not sure if it does or doesn't. Which those names will show up every single time you load up and save. So you'll have to turn it off. This game having lag. Well, there are points where it does, but I believe those are few and far between. Any lag that you may see will more than likely be... no, I don't need livestock. Autopilot kicked in. No, it's really not that bad to play. It's just the days go by fairly slow for a speedrunner. But casually, you'll fly through the days. Especially with the very small stamina bar, unlike what I have right now. If I'm not mistaken, the days are, or not days, the hours are 1 minute to an hour. Real time to game time. So if you make the most of your days, then they can be fairly long, but it will be a decent while before you would be able to get to that sort of point. Because you'll need to Actually, if I'm not mistaken, you can just continue to stay up if you've got things to keep your character awake. So like coffee, stay awake, super stay awake, herbal tea, that sort of stuff. If you've got that, your character will, if I'm not mistaken, stay up days on end. But if you are tired and stay up until early morning on the next day, or well, 6 in the morning next day, you will pass out. So now, strawberry, fishing rod, and fix bridge. Be done with it. Oh, I did not actually say much about the New Game Plus state. So in the New Game Plus state, as you see, you get a decent bit of stamina to start off. You're given a few power berries for maxing out your skills and specific tools. I think it's the hoe and fishing rods specifically. Don't quote me on that. I know it's fishing rod, but I'm not quite sure on the other one. Yeah, sometimes Twitch is not the greatest at updating when you want it to. You see, for me, it's still showing up as back to nature. Oh, I completely forgot that I'm given. I completely forgot that I was given a goddess hoe and goddess watering can. Shows you how much I go to the New Game Plus state. Which, actually, it's probably for the best to get to New Game Plus as soon as possible if you're a completionist. Needs to eat the strawberry milk for whatever reason. Not sure why he can't do it himself, but side quests. Or, well, I guess this is the main quest. You're going to see that accidental whistle many times throughout this run. Because how I go through text is I mash both the A and B buttons on the Wii Remote. Which, you can play this with the Pro controller that you can plug into the Wii Remote, but I tried it once. I did not enjoy it. Do I dare inventory management? Not gonna worry about inventory management. Looks like it's rainy. Not that it matters, but good RNG if I were doing Yellow Bell. Also, how you can tell if it's raining during the very beginning of the day is if your window looks darker, then it is either rainy, cloudy, or one of the other precipitation. I don't know the word for it right now. But some precipitation will be happening, or it's cloudy. Time to start the quest to get a whistle to appease animals. Funnily enough, with this game, it gets Animal Parade from the circus that happens monthly, but that is a complete and optional quest. So you could go an entire few years without actually seeing the Animal Parade in its fullest. Of course, when I did it casually, it was fairly cool. But it took me, I think, 3 in-game years to complete it, because I was not the brightest and decided, well, I'm gonna sell the ingredients that I would have just needed. I should have skipped one more, but whatever. Seconds here and there doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Or, well, I guess it does matter. But a few seconds here and there leaves plenty of improvement for later in the case that someone is daring enough to do this sort of run and have a save set up just for it. Now with this, I do not have a backup save in the case that I don't get it within time, so I should be getting it within time. Because in order to have gotten it a backup save, I would have had to either save over my New Game Plus save, which would not be the best idea. I would have had to save over my casual one, or the one that I used to set up the various New Game Plus state runs. Which, I don't think I will do any of those. It does not sound like a fun time getting rid of any of those. Simon, who's worried about his daughter Phoebe, which we will not see because this is not Red Bell, or dealing in any sort of capacity with Red Bell. Which, Red Bell is actually going to be done tomorrow, roughly around this time, if things are on schedule. Which I don't see why they wouldn't be. I accidentally spoke when I should have not. Also, for the Red Bell version of New Game Plus state, it's a toss-up on what I want to transfer over, because with it, I get one of two ores that I just can't seem to find the first go-around. That being the gold and copper. Luckily, I don't need to worry about it this run, but I have to choose one or the other to transfer over. Gotta love going on autopilot and completely messing up and not speaking to the NPC that I needed to. Or before going into the mines. Next year, I think, instead of running Red Bell myself, I'm going to show off a task of Red Bell if I can figure out how exactly to set up tasks. See how fast just how fast that run can be under perfect circumstances. So for the mines, uh, there will be X's just randomly throughout, and they can either send you down lower into the mine or up higher into the mine. They will not spawn on the very first floor or the floor that is right next to an exit. How you should be going about doing the traps are if you are on the floors higher than the 5th floor for this initial mine, you can hit the trap and you will, no matter what, most likely go down. Unlike what happened to me on floor 4, where I actually went up a floor. And anything floor 6 to 8 will... 8 will no matter what send you up, but 7 and up... Wait, yeah. 6 and 7. 5 is that middle iffy ground of... it's hard to tell if you will go up or down, but usually for 6 and 7 you will be sent up. Or 6, 7, and 8 you will be sent up. But 3, 4, and maybe 5 you'll be sent down. It's not always the case, but usually you're safe to take a trap if you're wanting to go down on those specific floors, or if you just so happen to want to go up, which if you're going up, then there's a little bit of something wrong there, because you can just take the staircase. Of course, each mine will be treated differently, because each mine has different breaks in the floors and whatnot, because Garmin Mine, I believe, has break every 10 floors. At least the lower one. I might be a little bit off, but I know it breaks at 10, and then there's another break roughly around 20. And for the upper, there's a break at 10, I think 25, and then 45. I don't know, it's been a little bit too long since I've done the mines of this game. But what I do know is we'll be seeing a little bit of the watery cave mining. So you'll be able to see more of the traps going up and down.
Here's where I definitely need to look at my notes. Okay. Let's see here. I'm not sure if the fields is open Tuesday. I think they're closed on Wednesday. They are indeed closed on Wednesdays, so I can actually go do what I need there. Might as well, since I need to start that quest. And there's going to be a decent bit of back and forth here. Because I need to go... I don't even think I actually need to go to the windmill. If I'm not mistaken, at least. I just need to go to Horn Ranch, then Forest, and then go back to Ranch. Or not back to Horn Ranch, go back to the Carpenters, and then finally go through the forest. Because this whole little stretch is going to be starting the green bell, which also starts the blue bell. I already got one piece of the melody of the town, which is required for the blue bell. I just need to go through the mine, buy 5 fish, which is only 150 gold total. Which will actually leave me with more than enough, 800, 640. I'll need to check my notebook. That has the price of stuff, because I need 800 for 2 boat tickets so that I can actually get access to the hibiscus. Luckily, I'm given it for free. 1140. $12.50. Oh my gosh, I will be left with literally no gold left. That is perfect, perfectly calculated, probably. Let's just say it's perfectly calculated. Maybe Natsumi was doing something right for speedrunners. Because no matter what, the turnips that I sold would be those turnips would be decent quality. Which baseline I think they sell for like 100. I don't know how much they sell for off the top of my head. I'd have to check the manual, which I don't feel like pulling out right now. Or, well, I could look up on the website, but I don't feel like doing that either. Because now, it's the time to be making sure that the run go. I forgot that I had to talk to Dale. And not instant cutscene, because I'm not sure if I have to wait a day for the wizard. Oh well, only one way to find out. Let's do as much as I can in this first day, because death warping is not an option. The inner completionist in me wants to check the mailbox. But that's slow. Even if it is only a few seconds, those can add up over the course of runs that are 3 hours or more. Or shoot, even in Red Bell, that's an hour and change. First one. Also, despite the forest being procedurally generated, it actually follows the same maps itself. So if you've gone through the forest numerous times, which I have done because boarding the witch without having done the animal parade side quest, it forces you to go through the forest day in and day out. You will learn the layout of each of the floors, and some of them can trip you up because even now it trips me up every so often. I guess there's only 3 strains of minimal RNG for this run, which would be going through the forest, the 1 required time, and then going through the 2 different mines. Okay then. The game really does not want me to put away the hammer for whatever reason. With the load, it's the forest time. Alright, yeah. The only lags in this game would be some of the cutscenes, like the panning ones. First encounter of the resident of this forest, which is a frog. At least right now. Then is oblivious, which makes the main character oblivious. Also, if you go back inside the witch's house, you'll just be greeted to the same cutscene until you are ready to actually fix that issue.
the... Oh, well, I guess Mike did not pick me up. Well, now it's time to go see the wonderful wizard for him to tell me that I need the 3 required things, one of which is needed, or one of which requires the bluebell to be rung, and going to Toucan Island. Oh, right, I needed to switch, not... Oops. Who are we talking to? Good question. I'm not entirely sure who we're talking to. Right now, just doing the starting of the bluebell quest. Before, and there was a fairy. Oh, was talking to the wizard to actually start the bluebell quest, quote unquote. Good. So how are you doing this fine time of day? Right, yeah, I need to speak to... You also opted for Tree of Tranquility over Animal Parade, and you're regretting that choice now? Why are you regretting that choice? That's fair. This game does look fairly good considering its time. I don't remember when exactly it was released. That actually reasonable. There's rival marriages and a whole bunch of other cool things and nods to this, that, and the other. Of course, I haven't really played Tree of Tranquility all that much. I got a little bit into it and then I stopped because the controls are a little bit weird considering this game is the one that I've played. Also, how I knew that the downward floor was there was because of how the rules of spawning work. It can only spawn somewhat in the middle. Not missing much. The controls are awful and the gameplay is slow. That's Harvest Moon for you. Gameplay is usually slow and more aimed towards casual rather than the speedrunner most of the time. But what do I know, right? Dang it. I thought it was gonna go down. Okay. I need to get to floor 25. Ooh, trap floor. You like the pacing, but Tree of Tranquility is a whole whole different level. Huh. Well, considering I have not played it all that much, I'll take your word for it. And I do enjoy the pacing of Harvest Moon as a series. It's very laid back and relaxed. The OSTs are phenomenal, in my opinion, and I'm sure many other people in the speedrunning community would agree. That could not have spawned any better. Okay. Now I go talk to the goddess. And have her tell me, yeah, talk to someone in the town. They might know of how to do the Bluebell melody. Because Ben is forgetful. Oh yeah, each of the bells have corresponding sprites, and those sprites have very different personalities. For instance, the yellow bell is Colin, and I think it's Colin. Anyways, that the yellow sprite is a jokester, and not going to see it in this specific marathon, but with the yellow bell, he's lost his power, the bell is a bit rusty, and makes not the greatest jokes. But once you fix up the bell by doing that quest, makes a little bit better of a joke. And now that I think about it, there's only 2 bells that are actually on their frame. And those 2 bells are the purple bell and the blue bell. More thing is, it's not a Harvest Moon speedrun without skipping through time, which will be happening, it'll be happening very soon. Because I'm going to have to go all the way to the end of this month and near the end of fall. So that I can get the butter and cornmeal that is required. But do I do that now? No, I better do the blue bell first, because that's factoring in me having to buy gobies, which are 30 a pop, rather than other fish, which are more expensive the later seasons. Luckily, I can just outright ring the bell today. Tomorrow would be buying... No, I'll buy the boat tickets once I'm ready to actually go to Toucan Island, which will be the last day of fall. Yep, that cutscene. Also, I apparently had a slight miscalculation. I'm 40 builds short, but that can easily be made up. Favorite of the titles is one of the slowest in pacing without being absolutely insane. Oh, Trio of Towns? That's actually one of my favorite of the Story of Seasons. Characters are indeed wonderful. Uh, it's a little strange. The pacing is definitely very slow, and it takes forever to get anything done, but the witch annoys you, but she's not that bad. That's reasonable. I don't actually think I've gotten to that point before. Now it's time to bring the bluebell. The Rube. So this Rube Goldberg machine was to play the melody of the town, which is the Bluebell's melody, because Ben had forgotten his melody for some reason. So, yeah. That machine was actually made by Phoebe and Paolo, or however you say his name. Which, I'm pretty sure Phoebe is still stuck in the mines. And now it's time for the unadulterated version of the bell. Yeah, it is silly, you know, rolling a duck egg, specifically a duck egg, down a rooftop into a little water canal to send a black pearl, specifically a black pearl, flying around, hitting a wind thing, being sent to scare fish. Oh, there's a pearl too. Yeah, I don't know how that egg didn't break. And it, it's the strangest thing, honestly. But this is a fantasy world, so everything's possible. I mean, how many times do you see this character eat? Because you're not forced to eat at all. This is real life. Yeah, this is definitely real life. There's these fantastical things where you're allowed to go into mines without any sort of safety equipment. Yeah, this seems legit. I'm not going to deal with that. So now it is time to skip and say this, or well, not skip. This is straight up hibernating through the rest of spring, going out just for one festival. Going back home, hibernating through all of summer and the majority of fall, go to another festival, and then go out. I'm just... of course, I will need to fill that. Oh yeah, cutscene. Ben wants to be like Ben. Or no, this is the bell. Uh, yeah. Everybody loves Finn, right? That is the boat being available, which is another cutscene. Back-to-back unskippable cutscenes, gotta love them. An hour and a half into the run. Hooray. I mean, to be fair, this is the majority done. There's no more RNG, it's literally just skill from this point onward.
Birthday is on the 5th of spring. Good to know, maybe. I think the earliest your birthday can be is the 3rd of spring. And there goes my notebook. Not that I really need it at this point. Distinct lack of rainy days. Here soon there's going to be a cutscene of Hamilton saying, "Hey, look, your crops will die." There it is. I find it funny how people can just barge in to your property or, you know, they wake up at the crack of dawn just to give you something or talk to you. There's another rainy day. A world like that doesn't exist. Well, clearly, a world like that does exist because, people barge into your house here. They wake up at the crack of dawn, wait outside your house, and are like, "Hey, I've got this for you. Take it." You know, that is fair. Go out of your way to talk to people day in and day out. I mean, that's what I did to court the witch in this game. So, that's reasonable. I think it's day 28. Of course, one of the better things to courting the witch, the way of the casual of not having completed side quests, would be her best gift you can just pick up on your way to see her. That is the only reason why it's worth it. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money, you can just up and go. Now, I do need to remember to pick one tulip as to not mess up myself over funds. Because slight miscalculation of being 40 short. I also need to make sure to not skip over the animal festival, or else that's a decent time loss. Okay. Back end of the round. I might be way underestimate if no, there's too many cutscenes. Yeah, there's way too many cutscenes and skipping time. I would like to say that I'm way underestimate, but you never know with this game. Because most of the time when I say, oh yeah, this red belt percent is not doing so hot, I end up getting PB world record type deal. Which I believe my PB for that's 103 and change. When for the longest time 105 was the goal. Hopefully I will not be death whooping because, well, that huge stamina bar is not going anywhere. Thank you for the good luck, and hope you
rest up for the later runs. I might have been able to gotten away with 8:30 rather than 8:40 in game. You know, I bet the villagers, or well, the residents of Waffle Island, or well, not Waffle Island, Castanet, I bet they think that this new farmer is such a crazy person, going around here, there, and everywhere on their first day of being here, and then, you know, sleeping for the rest of the season. Just to go to a festival, buy some butter, and go home. To sleep through not one, but 2 seasons. And summertime. Thanks, Strawberry, for the luck, but all the luck is behind me. This is now just a waiting game of uh, sleeping through the next 2 seasons. The last luck thing would be it not being rainy on the last day of the fall season. Thanks for the luck, and good morning to you, Lana. And yeah, Casey is what he's doing right now is definitely a thing that I tend to do. I'm surprised there hasn't been a typhoon yet.
Not that it matters in this run, but would have been nice to see if at some point. Of course, I'm skipping through the days so fast that can't really see what weather. Oh, there's the typhoon. It's a little difficult to see what the weather is on each day. A good rule of thumb: if you see sun through your window, it's sunny. If you do not see sun through the window, it's either precipitation or cloudy. Like this. Of course, I barely know of the auditorial cues of this game. The only one that I know of is the mole, which will make it fairly audible. I, I don't know how to describe the sound, but I guess it's just bloops. Gotta love seeing just a black screen for the umpteenth time. And it's funny to say, but this game is ever so slightly faster. Why are we sleeping through fall again? Okay, so this is the uh, best way to get cornmeal so that I can turn in the items so that I can fix the witch from being a frog. And then the witch can give me the green bell, to which I will ring, if that makes sense. I don't know why I need butter, cornmeal, and a flour, but oh, whatever. Luckily, I don't need to count the days. I've got a calendar that shows up right above the screen. So, a lot easier than 64 by a long shot. Morning, Vidya. How are you today? Good luck on the petting. Thanks, Gro, but I don't think there will be any petting. I don't exactly know where my other controller is today. Yeah. Well, I look forward to I understand what's being got at there. So, uh, don't worry, I did not take that in any wrong fashion. I look forward to either hearing or seeing the results of that. Okay, to be fair, it's honestly not a Harvest Moon speedrun without this. There are only very few runs that do not require sleeping. But let's be fair here. All of the inhabitants of each of the areas probably think the main character is a little bit crazy. Yeah, let me just sleep through entire seasons at a time. Let's just sleep through seasons at a time and, not talk to anyone except for when you need something. Honestly, I feel like I sleep for entire months, even though I tend to only sleep a few hours a day. Uh, One thing is fairly lucky that this is on Wii U. Well, it'd be even luckier if I were running on emulator because on emulator, load times are very fast. Sadly, I've got Wii U and wanted to play on the official hardware, plus I don't have a save on EMU yet. Almost done with the sleeping. I'm not sure who looked into it, but there was a definitive load time difference between emulator, Wii U, and Wii. Wii U and Wii were a lot closer, but Wii U obviously has just ever so slightly faster load times, which, in the course of longer runs, which all of the runs are longer, uh, it makes a world of difference. Yeah, playing on Wii U despite my gamepad being completely dead, probably.
I need to actually pay attention now because I remember one time I completely skipped past the Harvest Festival, and backup strat was not that good. Yeah, backup strat would be skipping an entire year, which I would much rather not put any of you through. Luckily, I'm paying attention. No. Look at that farm land full of weeds. Definitely the best of farmers around, tending to all of the crops and making sure the trees are growing nice and strong. Gotta see that green. Thanks for the good luck, but at this point it's the butt end of the run, despite there being a decent while left, but that's because there's a lot of cutscenes still. There's little to no RNG left in the run. But I still appreciate the wishes of good luck. Pretty sure our other runners need the luck more than I do. I probably should have skipped another 10 minutes. Yeah. Sheesh, probably should have skipped 20 more minutes. Oh well. Seconds here and there aren't gonna beat the end of the run. I don't think you've spammed it, Aimfuse, so I'm pretty sure you're fine. Also, I'm going to have to rewatch the VOD for that, but I might have whistled and opened up. I definitely will have to see that again. Because I was mainly paying attention to chat and not looking at my game. That sounds like a wonderful thing to get. Is it like a mom and pop shop diner or close friends went to school with one of them? Okay. Okay, it's cloudy. That's good enough for me. So, to start things off, I'm going to be skipping until... I don't remember when I need to skip to. That moment when you figure out when. So 8 is when it opens. I need to do 7:40. Skip to 7:40 once I get the boat tickets. Luckily, I don't have to worry about stamina consumption. Don't trigger that cutscene because that cutscene is fairly annoying to get through. Oh yeah, they're going to tell me, hey, boat tickets are in shop and waters are well, so more fish. Let's see, Toucan Island. 2 hours and 10 minutes into the run.
This is honestly one of my favorite uh, parts of the OST. Yeah, after sleeping for 2 solid months straight, well, I guess technically 3 months straight, only going out like a total of 4 days in the entire time of being in Castanet, he's just like, yep, it's time to go on a vacation for all of 2 hours. There's Selena, who wants to go to the mainland. Very relatable, yeah. I also sleep for months on end and decide, I need a vacation. One thing that has bugged me before was there are hibiscus just chilling there. Why doesn't the protagonist just, snip one off and take it with him instead of, going through this whole entire quest of getting a stowaway, figuring out what the stowaway's doing with their life. It's like food tourism, but you sleep in many different beds around the world instead. I don't think I would want to do that. That sounds a little too expensive. But I mean, hey, to each their own. And now it's time to skip until 4 p.m. by fishing. Yeah, you can call this fishing. Again, the people of Castanet probably think that Casey is some crazy person. It's all fine and dandy the first day, and then, don't see them for an entire month. Shows up to a festival, buys a stick of butter, and leaves just as fast as he came in. Sleeps for another 2 months, goes to another festival, and then, buys some cornmeal, leaves, goes into town, goes to Toucan Island, and proceeds to instantly go into the store, meet the people there, leave the entire island without doing anything more. And then starts flailing about his fishing rod on a dock area for hours.
mean, yeah, probably. Either building something dangerous or some deranged lunatic, one of the two. No, you don't inherit the farm. This is one where you actually are supposed to pay off your farm. It costs 5,000 gold to actually own it. So, the entire farm is borrowed. What's the initial farm being 5,000 pales in comparison to landowner percent? All of the land is fairly expensive, if I'm being honest, because there are 3 different farming plots, quote unquote, on the farm. And then there's also 1, 2, 3, 4 different houses that you can own. All that you have to spend money for. So, I'm not sure the exact numbers off the top of my head, but I can check while I'm skipping time. Town Hall. Oh god, that's a lot. 2... 6, 50... 720,000. Yeah, you buy the farm from the mayor. So, so 725,000 in order to pay off all your debt and own literally every single house and plot. The debt's cheap. Plus, in order to even get access to the house on Toucan Island, you need to ship 250,000, well, 250,000 gold worth of items is going to be done by the time that you do it, but you also have to ring the purple bell. That's the kicker. So, good afternoonish to you too, Matt Taz. So you need to basically beat the game to buy literally all the plots.
Wow, I'm given a flower. Hope I get better sleep than what you did. I feel like I would get better sleep because I don't have a cat to wake me up. But honestly, cats be like that. Yeah, the mayor honestly owns all the land. Now I need to hurry because I have 1 hour in game to ring the bell. Luckily, indoors, time is frozen. Or, well, 1 hour 20 minutes. Oh, you were just thinking of a run to pay your 5K debt back. Yeah, I was making it bigger. 5K is a very small feat. I don't even know any real reason as to why you would do that, but that would be a very short run. So, I mean, that's definitely a quote-unquote meme run. Let's see, that'd take like, I want to say half an hour. Because, you know, the sheer amount of cutscenes. That's fair. I'm personally not going to do that, but if someone else wants to do it, then by all means. It'd be good to see this game get a little more traction with speedrunning. Yeah, I'm gonna be like 20 minutes away from time, or estimated time. Because I've got roughly 10-ish minutes. So I'll say when. I am not sure what you mean by that, Groot. I definitely should have asked the witch how old she is. Oh.
Honestly, I would love to see a Story of Seasons Animal Parade. Who knows? It might end up coming sooner than what you'd think. It's not a matter of she doesn't know what it is. It's a matter of, actually, no, you're right. I don't know how she doesn't know. And apparently, Finn doesn't know what the bell is either. Darren is honestly the embodiment of a decent chunk of this run. Darren just sleeps. And, you know, it did for 3 seasons straight. It's a leap. I mean, the dogs will do that, so can't really blame them. Time for another unskippable cutscene. Meeting Renee. I mean, to be fair, who doesn't like bacon? Make sure I select the option for green bell. I want to take a nap and become immortal. That sounds wonderful. And that's the bell rung, but not quite time. Because time is after another cutscene right after the bell is rung. Alright, well, the melody is done. So, did I get faster than my estimate? Yes. Do I have control yet? No. Aaron goes to sleep. Cutscene with Gil.
People who don't eat animals don't like it. Yeah, that's fair. And time is over. So not too shabby on the time. I definitely uh went way underestimate. But to be fair, the estimate was based off of the original run of Greenbell,